What's up, Edgemont After School family? I'm back with another video to help you as you are navigating this remote learning time this week. And so I wanted to spend some time today looking at some websites that I think would be helpful for you as parents while you're working with your students at home, not just this week, but as you navigate the rest of the school year as well. And so I want to spend some time talking about those websites. Some of them I'm really excited about. These are websites that I use constantly as a teacher and uh, I think that they'll be helpful for you as you uh, help your student at home. So the first website I want to talk about is one that I know that a lot of our teachers use. It's one that I use a lot, and I know it's one that I've recommended many times to my students in seventh and eighth grade. So let's look at first Khan Academy. Khan Academy. So Khan Academy is a basically a video lesson website where you can literally search any subject area, any topic that you want to search, and there's probably a video for it of him talking about it, going over problems, but then it also integrates in practice problems for you as well. So when you get to the Khan Academy website, it looks like this. Where I would suggest that you start is up here at courses. If you click on courses, you see there's this massive list of things that you can watch videos over. But what I want you to focus on is right here. Here is math that goes from pre-K to eighth grade. So you have all kinds of um, options here. And then the same thing is for reading language arts. There's science here as well. I don't know much about the science. I don't know a whole lot about the ELA because I specifically teach math. But if it's anything like the math, then I know it's going to be really good. So let's say that you have a second grade student here at Edgemont. Uh, if you click on second grade, what you're going to see over here on this side is basically all of the subjects that they're going to be talking about in math this year. So you have add and subtract within 20, place value, add and subtract within 100 and 1,000, so on and so forth. Um, so when you get your students' homework or when you're working with them at home, you should be able to put what they're doing in their homework in one of these categories. So let's say that they've been talking about money and time this week at school. If you click on money and time, it goes down here, and you see that there's two categories. There's counting money, and then there's time. So let's say they've been working on counting money. If you click on that, what it's going to do is it's going to give them, uh, it's going to start them on a program, essentially a lesson. And what they can do is on this learn section, if you click on it, it will open up a video.
Money. So I have 6 coins right over here, and these are
All right, so they can watch that video. It gives them a really brief explanation of what they're doing, and then they can count. They can do the same thing for counting dollars. But once they've watched those two videos, they are able to go over here and do some practice problems that are based on what they watch the videos. So you click start over here, and it starts to give them questions about the subject area that they've been going over. So obviously this is one about counting a dollar. It's really easy. Choose an answer. What is the value of that bill? Well, it's a $1 bill. So, and then it checks it for them, and it tells them if they're right or not. And then they can go on to the next question. And so it's really great um, website for you to use, not just this year, but all the way through their time here at Edgemont, and then even into high school. They have high school math here as well. When they start talking about the ACT and the test prep and all that stuff, that's down here too. So just a really great website for you guys to utilize while you're at home and throughout the rest of the year. The next website I want to talk about is a little more old school. Um, it's called Common Core Sheets, and the way that you get to this website is a little bit different because it's kind of hard to find what I'm specifically talking about unless you go to Google and search Common Core Sheets sorted by grade. If you type that into Google, it'll bring you straight to it. But this is basically what you get. Again, it's broken down by grade level, right? So let's stay with our second grade theme here. Let's say you did Khan Academy and you still think they need a little bit of practice. What this website will do is it will generate worksheets for them to do at home. So you can print those off at home if you have a printer, but you don't have to because there's another cool feature here. So let's go second grade. Second grade. And the hard thing about this website, and maybe a little bit difficult, is um, that you may not know exactly what the call number for the standard that they're doing is. That's an easy fix. Most of the time, your student's teacher are going to know exactly what standard they're on, and so you can just send them a message on Remind and say, hey, what are we learning this week? I want to be prepared at home. Or if you want to, you can message me uh, on Facebook or on Remind and just ask me, hey, can you find out what this standard is exactly so that I can help my student at home? That's an easy fix to find that call number. So let's say that they're doing, I don't know, this one. So this is number and operations in base 10, understanding place value, counting within 1,000. You know, so what they have broken down that Common Core standard into basically four categories of things that they're going to need to know how to do for the test at the end of the year and moving forward in their schoolwork. And so you can go over here, let's say counting up, and it says um, each worksheet has 20 problems counting up from 5, 10, or 100. Okay, great. So you can select a worksheet and it will generate that worksheet for you and you can print that off. It also has an answer key with it, which is good. Um, so you can do that, but what I would suggest is just to make it easy on everybody, you can actually go over to this red tile right here and it says one at a time. And so what you can do is you can basically take that worksheet and show it on the screen one problem at a time. And so it says start at 435 and count up 4 times by 5. Well, they will be able to do that and put their answer in right here. And then once they've done that, they can check their answer and submit it. And it will give them up here a percentage. It'll show you how many they got correct, how many they got incorrect, and a score percentage. So a really great way to practice whatever it is that students are doing in class. So commoncoresheets.com, and again, go to Google and search by Common Core Sheets sorted by grade. That'll bring you to this website here, or to this page right here, where you can go through and see exactly what they're doing and be able to find their standard. The next one I want to talk about is one that we're really excited about. We actually have purchased this program for our school. Just based off of how much fun students have been having over on this game. It's prodigygame.com. Prodigygame.com. And we're actually going to be having a parent training on this program coming up on January the 13th, where you guys will be able to zoom into a meeting and talk directly to the developers of this program. So what is prodigygame.com? Well, it's a game that students play, and it's all centered around math. So as they play the game, they have to answer math questions that are on their grade level. And the reward for doing that is that they get to play this cartoonish looking game where they capture little little characters, little minion characters to add to their collection. And I got to be honest with you, when I first saw Prodigy, I thought, my eighth grade students will think this is silly. But they absolutely love it. They can't get enough of it. They want to play it all the time. They ask every time they can if they can play Prodigy. It's a really awesome game. I have students in eighth grade who are playing it at home on their iPhones and on their iPads and their cell phones and all kinds of stuff. So this is a really amazing game. Just to give you a real quick overview about what it is, let's watch a video real quick to show you about the game.
Help create a love of learning from anywhere with Prodigy Math Game, the platform enjoyed by over 100 million students, teachers, and parents. Entering a world of adventure, students battle foes and rescue pets by answering curriculum-aligned math questions. Plus, with their personalized character, they can build a powerful team to take on the Puppet Master and bring wisdom and knowledge back to the world. And while students play, Prodigy Math Game provides teachers with personalized data based on each student's progress and performance whenever they log in, helping educators differentiate instruction, whether that's in class or at home. And parents can effectively motivate their child to practice math by setting goals and handing out in-game rewards. Plus, they can monitor their progress. No classroom required. Sign up for your free account today and start to love learning with Prodigy Math Game.
All right, so again, a really awesome website, an awesome thing for you guys to do at home. You heard in there that it not only is a math game that they play, but it keeps up with their progress. It shows you, the parent, where they are and what they've mastered and what they've not. It also reports that to their teacher, and so their teacher can keep up with where they are on certain subjects, on certain standards, on certain uh, content, and so. Just an awesome program. I'm excited about it. I'm excited that we've purchased it as a school. And then you heard on there that the other awesome thing about it, and I'm sure you'll learn more about that on the at the parent meeting on Zoom on January the 13th. It's an awesome thing that you are able as a parent to set goals for your students, and then you can actually reward them in game with items and different things that they're able to do inside the game. And so it helps you be able to motivate your student to be able to do the math problems. Now, it is specifically aligned to the math standards. It's not going to have any other subject areas that it's going to talk about. And so I do want to bring up one more um, website because I've heard about it. I haven't actually used it, but I know that there are several teachers in the building who have used it and are excited about it. It's essentially the same. It's a game-based program, but it's called Freckle. And the difference between Prodigy and Freckle is that Freckle actually you are able to use you're able to pick any subject area. And so this is by Renaissance. They're the same people who do like AR books. And so I know even some of you guys when you were in school, I know when I was in school, we used AR books. And so this is Renaissance. It's the same people who make AR books and they're actually the same people who we test the after school kids on each month or each quarter. Um, and so it's just a little bit different. I'm not sure exactly what the game looks like because I honestly have never played it, but I wanted to make sure that I talked to you about it because it does do all other subject areas, not just math. And so I'm sure that some of your students have played Freckle, that they know about it. If you ask them about it, they could tell you about it. But I did want to mention that. So those are just a few websites. There are many, many more that we could talk about, but I just wanted to bring up a few that I know that we use at Edgemont and that we are excited about and help you have some resources that you can use at home to make sure that what you're giving them at home is what they need and that you can be connected with what we're doing at school. So that's all I have. I'll be back at the end of the week with another video for you guys. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Everybody stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you when you get back to school.